The Department of War has sent a good package down to the northwest in Nigeria. And this is it on my screen. Can you see this strike? This was programmed. It has been ongoing. Strategies have been made since, and the strike just happened last night, being the 25th of December 2025. All right, so in confirmation to this, just about 6 hours ago, Donald Trump took to his tweets and to his official Facebook page to say, tonight at my direction, the commander-in-chief, the United States, launched a powerful and deadly strike against the ISIS terrorist camp in the northwest Nigeria. We have been targeting and voraciously killing primarily the innocent Christian at a level not seen for years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughter of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight, there was. So now, there's no need of reading every other thing. You can read it yourself. But this is a confirmation showing that Donald Trump even was the one that gave the order to the Department of War, USA, to release this strike. Now, I see it as a good package, or I see it as a gift, a warning gift to them. For now, we have not gotten any record of how many that were injured from it or if there is any death case, but we're hoping that more news will come up about this. But now I want you to listen to the news from the Ministry of Affairs, which also confirmed that this thing happened, so that you wouldn't think this is just maybe Donald Trump playing politics or something. No. It happened just last night. This was like a good gift to say, oh, Merry Christmas to the Nigerians in the Northwest that have been killing and terrorizing the Christians. For clarity's sake, I want you to note that this strike or the attack was within Sokoto State. All right, and there's a video which I already showed, which was released by the U.S. Navy ship. All right, and another thing I want you to know is that there was a warning in November from the Secretary of the War, that is from the Department of War, US. There was a warning about this ongoing genocide, which have lasted since 2029. All right, since 2009, I mean. So now this is coming a month after there was a warning, and up to now we are yet to confirm, just like I said earlier, how many casualties are being involved. But we are sure before the end of today, tomorrow, we will have more details on that. And people are supporting the action. Meanwhile, there are other people on the other hand saying that it is not right. But I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. So moving on, let's talk about what has been confirmed and said by the Ministry of Affairs, Nigeria. According to the press release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Abuja, they are confirming to the fact that they are working hand in hand with the United States. And they are also obliging to the fact that they are in collaboration to this air strike that happened in the northwest. All right, so they are affirming to the fact that there was a mutual understanding, and all intentions towards this whole act was to make sure that the citizens are safe and everything, that this terrorist violence does not continue. So now, after going through this, I'm now asking myself if truly the Nigerian government is in cooperation with the thing happening. Does it mean there are two things to it? Does it mean that they are really incapable of handling the issue all this while before the US had to had to come into the matter? Secondly, does it mean that that this strike that just happened, this strike that happened, does it mean that it will be a fruitless one? Because I am a Nigerian, and I will tell you for a fact that at times our government can play the card of two-facedness. They can play the card of we are here but we are not here. Do you get? So why I'm saying this is that if they are really aware, and we already know in the past, before now, there has been news saying that the government have been enabling what is happening. I mean, the genocide that is happening, that the government has been enabling it. And in some situations, we have seen the case of where the government is negotiating with terrorists, and we have seen the cases of where the government is telling us, oh, those that were being kidnapped have been released. Oh, those that were being the bandits, they attacked this, and we are seeing cases of them intervening. But after intervening, we are not seeing the perpetrators of these acts being punished. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like the bandits, the terrorists, and their kind are being they are being arrested, but we don't hear any further news of anything happening to them, the law being applied to them. What I mean is, not that I am not saying that there is no case where there are no judgments against them, but how many inside 100 case we might just see one or two have been put to judgment. So what I'm saying is, there are cases like the recent one in Kebbi in Niger. We later heard, oh, those that were being kidnapped have been released, and we are all happy. And the question we were asking was, okay, for these people to be released, it means that you people must have found or caught the perpetrators of those crimes. What's next? But we don't hear anything about any form of arrest, or them being taken to court, or them being sentenced to whatever, or them being facing the judgment or the law. So why I'm saying this is to say that if really the government have been playing a part with the US concerning this, just like they are already confirming that they are aware of all that played out last night, the fact remains that there is every possibility, on a scale to 1 to 10, there's possibility that this attack that happened, the airstrike that happened last night, it is possible that it is just a 2/10 in how fruitful it could be. Because I'm just saying from my view, and being a Nigerian, seeing what is going on, I would say that there is every possibility that they can sabotage whatever it is, the good intentions which the US has. But who am I to say anything? This is just what I think. All right, we will keep you updated. We are hoping to get more news on how many places we are being attacked, on if there were situations of people, or maybe the terrorists in question, being caught, or casualty cases. We'll just keep you updated on whatever has happened, or whatever news we get along the line concerning this. But now I want you to think about this, especially if you're a Nigerian listening to this. I don't want you to think about it in a biased way. Don't think about it maybe as a Christian or as a Muslim. No, just be very neutral about this. The country Nigeria, which we are in, they don't have the interest of the public fully at heart. They might have us at heart or our interests, but not fully, and they are ready to bargain or do anything to make sure that their own interest is being favored first before others. And based on this, I can tell you for a certainty that there is every possibility that if really they were involved, I am not trying to insinuate anything, but if they were involved, they could possibly thwart whatever the US is trying to do, which actually I believe the US government has a good motive in what they are doing. All right, but we are hoping that I'm just hoping that this is not the situation. All right, so you as a Nigerian, what do you think? Do you think that this airstrike is a successful deal, or do you think it's just another one that has happened but without a very fruitful end? I want to know your thoughts in the comments while we wait for more updates. Now you have seen that there is a strike coming after a month warning from the Department of War US. You know, when that warning came, all Nigerians many were biased about it. Some kept saying, oh, why would they come? That this is a sovereign country. Why would they interfere? You know, and the truth is that most persons that were being negative about it have not really experienced Nigeria. No, Nigeria has not happened to them, because the truth is that if Nigeria happens to you, you will really be a front runner to a rescue of Nigeria. All right, so but all that happened, and a lot of persons felt like, oh, it is not wise, Nigeria should not agree. Later on, we also heard news about other people that came on the live TVs and the rest supporting, and some saying no. We even remember the case of one of I don't know in person his name, but he kept saying something about that if the government have the muscle and the power, like if the US people they should come, that he's waiting for them, that they can't even succeed coming. You know, he said a lot, although I can't even tell with what authority he was speaking on. But all I can say is that now finally they have striked. We the Nigerians, we didn't even know, except our government, which was informed or maybe involved in the due planning of the whole thing. So but us in question, we didn't know. Me, I didn't know. I don't know if you were aware that it will happen on Christmas. Were you aware it will happen yesterday? All right, let's know where you're joining us from, and let's know your thoughts about this matter. And I want you to be a natural thinker on this situation, just from my own point of view. What do you think? Do you think there's truth in what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm just not saying the truth? It's fine. But either ways, I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Please note that this video is only for the sole aim of educating and information, passing the information of what is happening around us. All right, see you on the next one.